Her vehicle and form of redress for her concerns was a letter to the proper administrator, and instead of them addressing her concerns, they used that, using malfeasance, and used that as allowed the home to use color of law on these officers and weaponized the officers to violate her rights. She wasn't accused of harm. There was nothing mentioned of it. It was simply she brought to their attention, and it's in the 911 call and it's on the report. She just had concerns, and yet they're trespassed from their nonverbal, very sick son. Now, I'm sorry, I'm a daughter, and I don't know anybody that's a family member that would embrace such behavior or treatment of a loved one. And so that's why we're here for the FOIA. I requested for her, and
I don't mean to cut you off. And we understand that. And
Right.
that's why that's why we're trying to do our due
but
diligence.
as a public body of this community,
Yep.
you're also
And
with the public safety department. You guys can use this as an opportunity to engage your public service department and engage that these homes, they're not private for family members of loved ones. So they can't call it, oh, it's private property. They're bending and twisting things that shouldn't be bent and twisted, and it's harmful and it's traumatizing. And no loved one should ever be embraced. If you have a concern, they should, whether they agree with it or not, they should welcome it and have empathy.
We should have police escort.
Not be criminalized, and that's a
They're
reflection of
violating
your,
the law.
your whole community is a reflection of that. And that's why we are here.
My daughter-in-law is a deputy. My nephew works at the airport, a police officer. We have unblemished records. And this nursing home wrote me up because I presented a letter, a very nice letter to John, addressing my concerns. There's several agencies that are investigating this, and I'm not allowed to divulge which agencies are doing this. They want to be anonymous, and they want to appear there.
I think that, I'm sorry to interrupt, I really do think we should try to stick to the FOIA appeal. And
Right, but the FOIA is embracing the community. That's the whole point of the FOIA appeal, is that you guys are not providing transparency, you're not embracing your community, you're not loving your community, you're not supporting your community. You're not exercising your rights and saying, hey, you know what? We really need to look into this. Sally, let me sit down, we're gonna see what we can do for you. Let me look into this. She's not being approached with welcome hands and hearts. Oh, we need to shut this down and not talk about it no more. But where do we start? If she was given no paperwork, no ticket, no nothing, how does she redress it? We can't go to court. We have no argument, no substantiative evidence to even bring to a lawyer to bring it to court. So you're sticking us, the people, in a bad situation.
And we can't visit our son. He was in ICU July 20th through the 24th.
After she was trespassed, and nobody even notified.
Nobody notified us. The guardian
This
is
is your
responsible. I
community.
should have been the guardian, but the judge is corrupt. Excuse me. Murkowski is extremely corrupt.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, that's.
We want to visit our son. The community should help us go, being that Mission Point is violating the law.
Like, who holds your officers accountable for when they're acting outside the scope of their duties and outside the scope
I
of
have
the
all the
law?
laws here quoted to me by a person writing legislation to get rid of the guardians, get it out of the court.
Well, we're gonna start with giving a 10-day extension to see if we can
Right.
get you to do more information. How's that? Is that good?
But then how am I going to address getting in to see our son? We went in there and they called the police to have us arrested for trespassing.
If I can jump in here, and I'm happy to speak with you too, offline at some point, but I don't like being the wall here, right? But this body's not really in the position to make those kind of decisions.
We understand you're not the vehicle, that you're the
No,
vehicle.
please let him speak.
Yeah.
Please let him speak now.
So I do think that, the recommendation of the 10 business day extension to see if we can figure out a way to get you the information that you're looking for, and then maybe that information will, have some value think for now, we really should just stick to the FOIA appeal.
It's just hard for me to accept that.
I know it's.
How are we gonna
Because
visit?
I
What
already
good
had
will
an
it do?
extension.
I'm sorry, but that, it's not our place, it's not in our control.
The police are supposed to enforce the law.
If I may, let's, first things first, let's deal with this appeal. If you have other concerns, then we can address those.
When I asked for my appeal, it was July 5th, and then you have it, so that gives you 5 days, we're at July 10th, whatever, then you
we
get
are
an
within-
additional 10 days, we've already done this though.
We've
So how
we're
much
within
longer
the-
must we keep waiting?
Did I just say that we would have this in 10 days for the next city council meeting? Did we not?
But yes, but then
Yes.
but you also have to understand, this is creating unnecessary bills, I don't live in the city.
Ma'am, like I
So-
said, the motion that the city council has said that they were going to consider, and it's up to them, is that we're gonna exercise under the FOIA law an additional 10 days. And then we'll have better information, and then we can address it then. That's step one. Okay.
Can step 2 possibly be the
Well,
police do?
we will discuss
Honor
that.
the law?
We will discuss that later, because I'm not so sure about all the facts there, okay? And this is not the time to do that. We're here about this appeal.
Yeah, well, I got all the facts here.
Well, I understand.
Okay.
So let's take things a step at a time, okay?
Thank you.
I just want to add one thing, you may not be aware of, but communities are not obligated under any circumstances or law to provide body cams to their officers. It is the choice between our budget, so I think we need to move on, and there is, we've exceeded our 5-minute talking period for you. We do appreciate the comments, but we do need to move on at this point.
I'd like to just comment, all people that expressed their opinion, they were within 5 minutes or so, they kind of kept it to the point, and I think we had a good lively discussion.
Yeah.
Mr. Mayor, if you're ready.
Yes.
I move we approve the recommendation to extend for 10 days city council's response to the written appeal, the written FOIA appeal.
10 business days.
10 business days.
It's moved by Mark and second by Claude. Is there any further discussions?
Could we ask just for a second and maybe have to reread that so we make sure we're on the right sheet of music? Yeah.
Move, you said move to, and then.
Actually, I move to approve the recommendation.
You could just say, move to extend the, period which the Greenville City Council shall respond to the written appeal by 10 business days.
Okay, I only have so much paper.
Right. I
This
got
is
a
what
lot.
I have. Move to approve the recommendation to extend for 10 business days, the city council response to, you said,
The written
FOIA?
appeal, to the written appeal.
FOIA.
Written FOIA appeal.
Yep.
Okay, that's what I have.
You like that, John?
Does that work?
Great. Yes.
Sound like it, Heather's got it.
Okay.
That's my motion.
Roll call, roll, please.
Councilperson Barrett.
Yes.
Councilperson Sumner.
Yes.
Councilperson Johnson.
Yes.
Councilperson Moss.
Yes.
Mayor Skoke.
Yes.
Councilperson Lehman.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thanks, Heather. Thanks.
Markham Central.
Hi, my name is John Roskowski. I'm the administrator here at Mission Point in Greenville, Michigan, and I need to have an officer come on out or at least tell you guys that I have a family member that is accusing our physicians and our building of abuse and neglect.
Okay, what's the address
And
there?
he's already in also. What's our address, please? 828 East Washington.
What's your phone number?
Phone number here?
What's your last name?
Ruskowski, spelled Ruszkowski.
And your first name?
John, John.
What's your middle name for the report, John?
William.
And your date of birth? And you're who they need to contact about it?
That would be me, yes.
All right, we'll have an officer get a hold of you, okay?
All right, thank you.
Yep, bye-bye.
Markham Central.
Hi, my name is John Ruskowski. I'm an administrator here at Mission Point in Greenville. And I need to report somebody that we told cannot come on the property, saying they are going to be coming on the property.
So they haven't come on the property, you're just threatening to?
They're threatening to, and I just wanted to give whoever the heads up on the background so they know what's going on when we have to call, most likely tomorrow.
Okay. Just a second here. What's your last name?
Last name's Ruskowski, Ruszkowski. First name John, John.
What's a phone number for you? And you said the subject is banned from the property, trespass?
That is correct. The legal guardian has said that no visitations can happen between two individuals. They've both been told not to come in. Do you need their names, I'm assuming?
Yep, just 1 second.
Sure.
Did they say when they were coming there tomorrow?
We informed them on, what day was it? Yesterday that they're not allowed on the property, and they keep calling saying they're going to come. They've called yesterday again, and today they have been told they can't come on the property until the guardian says they're allowed to come on the property to visit. And they happen to be the mother and the father of the individual who are trying to come to visit.
What's the last name? First name? Okay, and the father's name? And who are they then to the patient? You said the mother and their parents.
The mother and the father of the patient.
Why aren't they able to come there?
They're not allowed to come there through the guardian. The mother was the guardian, and then court ordered not to be the guardian.
Okay.
Was removed. And that was a while back, but that's why we have a guardian in place. And the guardian, at this point in time, does not want visitations from those two.
Okay, John. What we'll do is we'll let an officer know. They probably will give you a call just to chat about it more, okay?
Certainly.
All right, thanks, John.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Yep, Markham County 911, where's your emergency?
Hi, my name is Joel. I'm a nurse here at Mission Point of Greenville, and we have a resident whose guardian is restricted certain people from visiting, and those people who are restricted, even though they've been notified not to be on our property, have now just shown up. Somebody, I believe it was Friday. and her husband, which I don't know the name, but they did talk to Greenville PD, I believe it was on Friday,
Yeah.
and they are familiar, and then now they're here.
Where are they at?
They would be on East Hall, which is in the back of the building.
Are they actually in the building?
Yes, they're walking down the hall right now.
And they know they're not supposed to be there?
Yes, they do.
Okay. What was your last name, Joel?
Harold.
All right.
So yeah, we're gonna need.
We'll get them right now.
Will you? All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.